This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. You know, over the last 10 years, I've been doing repairs on laptop. And for the last 7 months, I've been doing laptop reviews on this YouTube channel. So as just to educate you on some of the differences between these many laptops that we have in the market currently. And from all that experience, I can tell you that there are a few things that I've noticed that we should be keen on, or some things that I just feel you have to be aware of. For example, right on the table, I have 2 different laptops from different companies. They're so old, but by the looks, you might think that this is the latest model. Yeah. So this is MacBook Air 2013 model. It's very slim. It's very slim. Yeah. And then I have this HP. This is HP EliteBook 2570p. Yeah. So one thing about these 2 machines, if you compare them side by side like this, you see the MacBook Air is so slim. It's something portable, lavish. Yeah? It's something that can suit very well in this modern generation. But that's not all. Do you know that on the inside, these 2 laptops, this one is more usable currently, and you can continue using it for the next, let's say, even 5 years or 10 years, maybe if technology doesn't change a lot. But at the rate that it's changing, let's assume 5 years. But with this MacBook, however slim, however very stylish it is, it's becoming so outdated. And why? That is because the operating system in this machine, first thing first, operating system on the MacBook, we have the previous old macOS operating systems. So you find that it comes a point that you can't put the latest or even closer to the latest operating system on this MacBook, and that means you can't use even the softwares, some of the latest software that you'll want to use on this MacBook. But on this HP, however old it is, and they're almost from the same year, yeah, you can find a way to put Windows 11 here, which is the latest Windows on this machine. It comes with Core i7. You can upgrade the RAM on it because it has an upgradable RAM. You can upgrade the processor on it. Actually, this has Core i7, so there's no need for upgrading as compared to this MacBook because it's so limited. The RAM is on the motherboard. The only thing you can upgrade on this is the SSD. Yeah. So that is just comparison in terms of the year of maybe manufacturing and so many things. And after reviewing all these laptops, I have HP here, I have Lenovo ThinkPad, I have Dell, Asus, all those machines. I've come to realize something, that when you're going to purchase a machine or you're going to purchase a laptop, don't always, or let me just put in the right term, the moment you get into a computer shop and you're going to purchase a laptop, or maybe you're through any website you want to purchase a laptop online, you're always attracted to the outward features, the outlook, how slim the laptop is, how good the body design is, so many things. At some point, you assume the internal features, not knowing that these internal features are what is going to matter for you the most on some of the things that you're going to do with this laptop. And I've come to realize one thing, that there might be a slim machine as this, yet so powerful. Yeah. So, for example, I have this Lenovo ThinkPad. This is a 10th generation Lenovo ThinkPad. So this is Lenovo E14. It's a 10th generation machine, but when you compare it to this MacBook, you realize that the MacBook is still very slim. And this MacBook is, these 2 laptops are like 10 years apart in terms of the date when they're released into the market, but the MacBook is still so slim. So in the market currently, I have there's one of these laptops I have here at the bottom from HP. Let me just show you something here, and it's so heavy. So you might have a laptop like that looks like this. This is HP 1030G3. This laptop is so slim, so compact, so stylish, and it is a touch screen because you can flip it to X360, convert it to tablet. Yeah, it's a convertible. It's a two-in-one laptop. So in terms of performance, this is a laptop that can perform very well, but up to a certain point, because if you have this laptop, there are some of things again you can't do with it. For example, this is a Core i7. It comes with a 16 GB of RAM and a 256 GB SSD. The RAM on this laptop, they are on board. You can't upgrade the RAM on this laptop, yet it is some of the latest brands in the market. Yeah, compared to this is also i7, you can upgrade the RAM to 88, that is 16 GB of RAM. You can do so many stuff with it in terms of upgradability, but this being the latest, you can't upgrade most of it because they have tried to make it at the highest level possible. And what point am I trying to drive here? You see, these laptops in terms of performance, if you are somebody who's doing a course, let's say you are a student, you want to pursue a course like computer science or programming. Yeah, if you're a programmer, then you need a laptop that has enough memory, and memory in this case I mean RAM, because if you're a programmer, you're going to run virtual machines, you're going to run a lot of things, software that you want to test the speed of the software, do some test on applications, then you need to have enough memory. So the least amount of memory you can have is 16 GB, and even go high up to 32 GB. Actually 32 GB is so excess, but having 32 GB is well enough for you, because at no point are you going to struggle due to lack of memory or RAM. So you need something like 16 GB. But again, if you're somebody who will want to use your laptop for serious courses, not so serious, but let's just say professional courses in terms of engineering, those who do like electrical engineering, civil engineering, you need to run some softwares like AutoCAD related softwares. Yeah, so these softwares you'll be doing things like rendering, and rendering requires your machine to have, apart from it having much memory, then your laptop should have something that we call multi-cores. Yeah, you have to have higher number of cores. So for example, if you have 4 cores and somebody has 8 cores, so 8 cores will be better than 4 cores, because in terms of rendering, you'll render so fast. And then again, this is very, very important, you have to have a laptop that has something that we call a graphic card. If you're somebody who will want to use your laptop for rendering stuff related AutoCAD and video editing, especially those who are going to use their machines for video editing, you want to edit your video here and there, then you need to have something that has a graphic card. Or even those who are going to do heavy gaming, you have to have a laptop that has a dedicated graphic card, in this case, not an integrated one, because integrated one is actually good, but it's good just for light duties and light gaming. But if you're going to do heavy gaming, then go for something that has dedicated graphic card. And that in that case, you can't use such a laptop for gaming, because it's not meant for gaming. It's a business machine. It's a machine that is it's meant to operate so efficiently and become so reliable in an office environment. So that means people are doing programming, because you'll have enough battery on this one, you'll have good display, it's very portable, you can carry it around. But if you're somebody who are going to do something like gaming, then you have to be so keen on having a machine that has integrated graphic card. So these laptops that I have on top of this table, there are so many, and maybe if I just touch them or mention one of them one by one, so that I don't miss out on some of the things. And before I get into comparing them, I told you that I've repaired almost more than 1,000 laptops over the last 10 years, and I've come to realize something with this laptop casing. You see, I told you that this laptop is almost this is a 2010 model or 209, around 209 model. And right now we're in 2024. So this laptop is more than 10 years old, and you'll never, or you'll rarely find it having an issue with the hinges. Very rare will you have this laptop having an issues. So it's at this, okay, actually this I'm holding here, it's a 3rd gen Core i7, and we have a 6th gen laptop. This one, you see this HP notebook. We have also the Lenovo IdeaPad series that comes with this plastic casing. One thing that I hate about them is them having so many hinge issues. After some time, you get to buy them so new, then within 6 months you start having hinge issues. So the hinge starts breaking from this point. So you have to be so keen with them, otherwise the hinge will break apart and you'll have something like this. You'll get to a technician with the laptop having been broken apart like this. You see this is one of the pieces that I repaired, and this is how the damage is. You can get to see how it is. So it's very crucial that if you have a laptop that has a plastic casing, then you have to be very keen with it, because I want to assure you that that casing is going to break apart in the next few months. So just be keen with it. Or if you can afford to have those laptops that have strong casings or strong hinge designs like Lenovo ThinkPads, tell me if you ever come across any Lenovo ThinkPad with a broken hinge. Tell me one, and if I'm wrong, just add in the comment section. And by the way, guys, if you've watched this video to this point and you've not hit the like button, you've not hit the subscribe button, you're going to miss on a lot, because I want to promise you that in the next videos I'm going to show you, or I'm going to review some of the greatest laptops that you'll want to get reviews of, and even some of the old laptops that maybe currently in your area of locality they're still getting a lot of traction, and it's a laptop that maybe you'll get in touch at some point in life. So don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the like button. I really appreciate it. So let's continue. So it's telling you about the hinge. So you have to be very keen. You see, for example, this Lenovo i14, it's a laptop that has a magnesium, or it's a metallic casing, very strong. See, it's very rare to come across a hinge issue on this one. And actually the hinge, the lower part can flex up to 180 degrees. That means that if it's on the table, then there's no chances of it going below that level and getting broken apart, as compared to having an HP like this one that yeah, you see how it can flex up to 180 degrees. That means when it's on the table, if somebody happened to flip it like this, then it will break apart on the hinges. So the hinges are very risky on these ones. So you have to be very keen on the body design, not the body size or slimness, but the body design of the laptop, because it will matter a lot in the next coming months. And much being said, you see, if you go to purchase a laptop, then you have the option between buying the normal Windows laptop and having a MacBook. This is so crucial. Again, you have to be so keen, because it's normal and it's usual that in our common markets, the MacBook is a bit pricey compared to these other laptops. So let's say you have 40,000 Kenyan shillings and you want to buy a laptop. With these 40,000 Kenyan shillings, you can get a MacBook that is, let's say, a 2015 MacBook Pro model. Yeah, so that means you can get a 2015. That's the highest that you can get for a MacBook, 2015 model with 40,000 Kenyan shillings. And right now we are in MacBook 2022 that uses a different type of chip. So remember, between 2015 and 2022 we have like 7 years apart. Yeah, and again, on the normal laptop, the Windows laptop with 40,000, you can get the latest, let's say Lenovo or HP or Dell laptop having a 10th gen processor, having an 11th gen processor, but now maybe a i3. Yeah, but you see the difference is, with 40,000 Kenyan shillings on the normal laptops you get the latest model, but on MacBook you get a bit lower models. So the MacBook, yes, it will be so like but I think I have the 2015 model here. I show you something. Yes, just want to show you something. So you see this is MacBook Pro 2015, MacBook Pro Retina 2015. So this is how it looks. It's very slim, it's 14-inch, very stylish, yeah, and the body is so compact. As in, you can, even from the feel, you feel it's very compact. The hinges, very rare to come across a MacBook with a broken hinge. That's like 99.9. I don't know even how to put it, but it's, you can't come across one with a broken hinge, unless otherwise maybe it just fell apart in an awkward position, maybe from the highest tower in your country. Yeah, so you see, you have something very compact, very neat, the body design is good, the processor is very good, i7 one at 40,000 Kenyan shillings. Yeah, you see. And then for the normal Windows laptop, you have a laptop like this. This is a 1030 G3. It's a Core i7, 16 GB of RAM, 256 GB SSD. So for this one, on the Kenyan market, you'll get it for around 62,000 shillings, and it's 8th gen. So you have to decide between having a 40,000 shillings laptop like this, or you add more amount of money to have something stylish as close to this, yeah, but at 63,000 Kenyan shillings. And that in terms of design, but in terms of performance, this HP is much more of a performer compared to this MacBook, yeah, because the processor is way ahead, the number of cores on this HP is way ahead of the MacBook, so it's somehow better. And so if you're going to buy one, you have to decide. And if you're going to buy a MacBook, then remember, MacBook in terms of softwares, compatibilities, availabilities, you'll have to struggle. And especially if you're somebody who lives in a country where the use of MacBook is not as much as in different countries, your geography also determines the type of laptop that you're using. Because let's say you are in a country like, let me just use the example Kenya. So you find in Kenya we have a few MacBook users, but in a country like United States of America, you have like, they have a lot of population, like almost 80% of the population uses MacBook. So you find in such a scenario, you'll get access to so many softwares easily, but if you're in somewhere like Kenya, getting access to softwares and even the spares is so much difficult, and the spares are actually so expensive. So you have to think ahead, not just buying. Before you buy, think about the availability of spares in case you have issues with your machine. Where will you get the spares? If you're in Kenya and you're owning an Asus laptop, Asus by there, they design some of the best machines I've ever seen in terms of design, sleekness, in terms of the technology improvement in Asus is so unique, yeah. But now the issue comes with, if you have an Asus laptop that has an issue, let's say the screen has an issue, and you're using one with an OLED panel. Remember, if you have a laptop that has an OLED screen or OLED panel, repairing that screen is almost as half the price of the laptop. So it's so expensive. So you have to think about this, because if you want to buy a machine, let's say that costs 40,000, be prepared to repair it at a higher expense, because you can't buy something at 40,000, then that's all the amount of money that you had. And if you have an issue, you'll have to put the laptop packing so that you get another cheaper one. But if you buy it at 40, and you know that even if something happens tomorrow to the machine, you can buy the same machine again tomorrow, or you can repair it easily because it's within your budget, yeah. So you have to consider these very keenly. So as I said earlier, I was going to go through these machines and just one by one. So for example, this is Dell. This is Dell Latitude 7280. It comes with the i5 processor. It's a 6th generation machine, 256 GB SSD, 8 GB of RAM. This is so good. RAM is 8 GB of RAM. You can upgrade to 16 GB, and it's sleek, as you can see. And then again, it's touchscreen. Yeah, this is a 13.3-inch laptop. The screen is good. It's portable. You can easily carry it around. The battery is also good, so you can do so many stuff with this machine. If you're a student, if you're a professional, you can do a whole lot of stuff with this. I have HP EliteBook. This is 840 G5. This is one of the highest selling laptops currently in my region, and despite it being old, actually most of them that we have in our region are refurbished, but it can still handle most of today's tasks. I know this is an 8th generation laptop, and I know we are currently in the 14th generation. Yes, you might want to have like 14th generation, but because you have limited budget, you can't afford it, then getting this 840 G5 is equally good because the processor is good. It's 8th gen, as I said earlier. You have 8 cores, you have 4 CPUs, so it's good. It's good. It's something that can do so many stuff. Programming, so good. Video editing, so good. The only weakness maybe you can find is like you can't do heavy gaming on this because it doesn't have a dedicated graphic card. You can only do light gaming, and if you want to do gaming on this machine, if you want to put it some gaming, then be prepared because at some point you might get to burn the processor due to overheating. Yeah. This is Lenovo ThinkPad T480S. If you had a chance to buy HP within a low budget, go for 840 G5. In our market in Kenya, it goes for around 40,000 Kenya shillings, i7 version. If you are a Lenovo fan, go for T480S. This is a i7 again, 8 GB of RAM, or you can upgrade to 16 GB of RAM, or to a maximum of it has an 8 GB RAM on the motherboard with then one expansion slot, so you can add a 16 GB to make it 24 GB of RAM. So if you have opportunity to buy either HP or Lenovo, go for T480S or Lenovo HP EliteBook 840 G5. They won't let you down. Or even 830 G5, they're so good. There's no difference between 830 G5, 840 G5 in terms of outlook and so many stuff, as we've realized in some of the review videos that I've done on this account. This is an old school Dell laptop. These are for people who want to just want to have something old school but yet can handle things in the modern world. So you have this so big, so heavy. It's not portable. That's one disadvantage with it. It's so old school. You have to slide this to lift up the lid. See, so this is i5. Yeah, the screen size is bigger. With this laptop, you can, I don't know what you want to do with this, but I just want to show you that it can perform. And remember, it's old, but the hinges are so good. You'll rarely come across one with the hinge issues. So strong hinge. Yeah, this is Dell Latitude 5430. I know some of you have these. So if you have them, maybe in the comment section, you can tell us the advantage of it if you're using it. This is a ASUS, very slim, sleek. But again, if you happen to mess around with the keyboard on this one and you're in a region whereby ASUS are not so many, then you'll have to import the spares. This is a Lenovo. This is a gaming one. This is IdeaPad Gaming. The casing is plastic, but one thing I like about it is that it's so strong. At least they improved on the casing. Yeah. So this is i7. It comes with a dedicated graphic card. All these can do everything. This machine can do everything from normal light task, office task, to heavy gaming. It comes with the RTX 3060 graphic card of 6 GB. So good, with the i7 11th generation processor. Then there's so many here. We have that IdeaPad lighter version. This IdeaPad I was telling about. You have to be so keen with this one, because after some time, if you are not keen with it, then you'll have some hinge issues on this, just as the HP. So you have to be very keen with this IdeaPad series if you happen to have one. Again, here I have, if you're a Lenovo fan, then I know you're dreaming to have such a laptop. This is a 4th generation X1 Carbon Lenovo. If you can get the latest Carbon series, then you're so good to go, because there's no task this Carbon can't handle apart from gaming. It can handle everything from office work, video editing, programming. You're good to go with it. And just didn't want to make this video so long because I wanted to be as helpful, as progressive to you as possible. So allow me to end it at this point, and don't forget to like and subscribe to this account. because I really appreciate the support you've been showing me so far. We are currently at 580 subscribers on YouTube. I know very soon you're going to reach 600, 700. It all depends on you. And if you appreciate the content of this account, do that. I really appreciate. See you on the next time, as I'll be reviewing some other videos, other laptops,